Hello everyone, today we are building in Newcrest. We are building on a 20 by 15 lot. I honestly wasn't completely sure what I wanted to build except a small starter that wasn't necessarily a tiny home. I'm honestly not good at doing super tiny homes, even though I do have the tiny living pack. I knew for the most part this house was going to be a 1 bed, 1 bath with more than most likely an open concept so it wasn't so crowded. I feel like most of my builds are at least 50% CC, and I am so sorry for that. The front door was the Maple and S construction from Charlie Pancakes on Patreon, and then the windows were the Coastal Pack from Harry, also on Patreon. I've been loving this cottage living exterior rock walls and using them in so many builds here recently. I wasn't sure if I wanted wood siding or normal vinyl siding for the rest of the house. It did take me a while because I don't have too many options that I'm totally in love with. I ended up on this white siding to match more of the rock wall and its base game. 99% of all of my decks in The Sims are wood style and not rock. I love the wood flooring mixed with the wooden color fencing, columns, and also the stairs. In all honesty, I'm just a big wood person. Speaking of columns, I did go with some CC ones because nothing that EA has matches with the certain EA fencing I'm using, or it just doesn't match the build that I have, in my opinion at least. After the front porch, I moved on to the yard and fencing. I absolutely love this gate from Cottage Living. I think it's so cute, but it didn't look good with the hedging. So I did place the matching stone wall and got started on some terrain paint for the walkway. I did something different for my landscape in this build. I added a pond and also a CC fountain. I have never tried to make a pond in The Sims 4, so it did take me a while to figure out what I wanted and also the landscaping around it. I think in the end it does look cute, but I hope that I can get better at landscaping in general with these videos, but also extra things kind of like ponds. Coming into the house, I'm picking out my flooring and wallpaper. I absolutely love wood floors. I kind of touched on that a little bit. And also extremely dark ones. I always used to say chocolate brown. I wanted the inside of this house to be a little bit more colorful when it came to the walls, so I chose a semi-muted dark blue for the bathroom and also a dark burgundy for the bedroom, but I did go with a cream beigey type color for the main section. I also used blue Jungle Adventure tiling down into the bathroom to match with the walls. In this kitchen, I'm using CC for both the cabinets and the sink. The cabinets are from a chalk pack from Charlie Pancakes, and the sink is actually Coastal Pack from Harry. I love the look of this kitchen and all the colors. I especially love the stove and the fridge from Jungle Adventure. In all honesty, they remind me so much of older 50s like style, and I love that so much. I do have custom content 50s style, but I figured I would just stick with EA this once. I put matching curtains in the whole main section of the house and also behind the cabinets. I like to use the widest size and also size them down to fit windows above counters. That way they're not necessarily clipping into counters. That's a small tip if you did not know. For the dining section, I knew I did not want an island, but instead a smaller table. I went with a more bright orange stained wood for a little bit of color and contrast from the dark wood floor and countertops. I also wanted chairs with some kind of color or pattern on them and also flowers on the table. I did remember flowers on the table this time. In the living room, I used a TV stand I normally hate because of how scuffed up all the other swatches are, but this swatch honestly wasn't so bad. I also decided to use the Desert Luxe couch. I hardly ever use this because there's never a matching love seat or even a chair. This chair is from Cottage Living. I've been obsessed with 80s quilted floral couches and chairs here lately, and so they have been making their way slowly into my builds, and I love it. I don't necessarily want too much clutter or items because it isn't necessarily its own separate room. I just wanted enough to make it feel a little bit lived in, but not necessarily overwhelming. This little spot by the front door, I wanted to make it have a little bit of an entry table with some clutter on it as well. I kept changing things around, so I hope it looks good. I was just spending way too much time on it, so I had to move on. Next, I did go outside for a little bit on the front porch to add a mat, lights, and also flower boxes that I forgot. In this bathroom, I had a very difficult time at first because I wanted a shower, but I knew it wouldn't be functional if it wasn't against the wall with the window, and I also didn't want necessarily to take out the window or the window to be clipping into the shower wall. So instead, I did opt for a 12-foot tub that I've never used before. Also, this shelf from, I do believe it's Tiny Living. This is my new must-have for any of my bathrooms. I underestimated how small this bedroom was going to be for a double bed. In the end, it did work out fine after I moved the door over just a little bit. I kept this bedroom pretty simple for the most part, not too much clutter or even paintings on the wall, to be honest. I knew for sure I wanted to have a desk and a dresser in here, but I knew I couldn't fit a full-size dresser. I seen this Tiny Living dresser and I knew I could use it in here next to a full-size desk. To the desk, I also added computer, EA books that work as a bookcase, that sketch pad because I knew I wasn't gonna have enough room for an easel, and a middle grade camera pretty much just for fun. I also placed this Cottage Living rug that I scaled down. I thought it was absolutely so cute. I moved in a bunch of random Sims and play tested the bathroom, and both of them decided to use it at the same time. So that was a good test to see if everything worked. And here is that final build. I'm actually so happy with how it turned out. It's small, it's simple, and it's kind of cute in my opinion. Like I said earlier, I love this Cottage Living gate. EA really did good on it. Our little pond that I think didn't turn out too bad for never having built one since technically The Sims 3. This little view from the front porch. I forgot to add any outdoor seating to the front porch, but honestly, I think this mat makes up for it. I absolutely love when you first walk into the front door. You have this nice little entry section for shoes and potential mail, and then you have this living section. I think honestly the pillows were such a good touch, as well as that floral chair. Another angle to also show the guitar that I added right by the lamp for more skill building. Then we have our super cute little kitchen. I really love that table and chairs with the kitchen cabinets. This build, I kept it super simple with clutter for the kitchen. This one is more realistic to my cabinets at home. I only have a toaster, some paper towels, a basket for taters, and then a small corner for our cookbooks. Honestly, everything else on our countertops is completely bare and clean. This bathroom isn't necessarily a crazy one. It's just your average bathroom with the tub, sink, and also toilet. A little bit of zigzagging to get to the tub, but since this is The Sims, I'm pretty sure it's okay. And lastly, we have our bedroom. I absolutely love this wall paint. It is so simple, but also a darker color, and I'm so obsessed with darker colors right now, especially muted darker ones. And I think this little desk area turned out super cute as well. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed my little Windy Acres build. Subscribe for more videos. God bless!